A fence blew down in a storm and just stayed down for months. I wrote one letter about it on my son's behalf, and he got £175 in compensation. 11 of his neighbours picked up the phone instead. Not one of them got a penny. Same building, same broken fence, same landlord. This is the story of why that happened, and honestly, it's the reason this whole channel exists. Picture 3 blocks, 4 flats in each, 12 households in total, all sharing one communal garden. Then a storm came through and took the old fence down completely. With the garden wide open like that, it wasn't long before it started attracting rats. People phoned it in, like you'd expect. Then someone from the housing association even came out twice to take measurements. And then nothing. No repair date, no update, no fence. Now, this is usually where people either give up or just keep phoning and getting the same non-answer. Instead of ringing again, I sat down and wrote an email to a named team leader, not some general enquiries address. My son had had recent work done on the communal doors, and there was a name on the paperwork, so that's who the email went to. That's actually quite a useful trick if you're stuck. Check any recent letters or work orders you've had. There's often a real name hiding in there somewhere, and a message with a name on it is a lot harder to ignore than one sent into a void. So the email just laid it all out plainly. How long the fence had been down, what had already been reported, and the thing that really mattered, rats. In a garden the whole block used. My son took photos of the broken fence to go with it, so there was evidence, not just words. Nobody asked for compensation. It just happened because the complaint was in writing. The housing association wrote back to him, apologised, and said they'd give him £175 in compensation. Then they sent over a form. He filled in his bank details, and within a week, the money was in his account. We didn't even know back then that compensation was something you could ask for. It came off the back of that one email. Now, the fence itself took a bit longer. It got repaired a few months after that. So the neighbours eventually got their fence fixed, same as my son. What they didn't get was the money. Same 12 households, same broken fence, same rats. 11 of them phoned, none of them got anything. It wasn't a stronger complaint that made the difference. It was the exact same complaint, just written down and sent to an actual person, instead of said out loud down a phone line and forgotten the second the call ended. Would everyone have got the £175 if they'd all written in? Honestly, probably not. Compensation tends to come down to your own paper trail, not everyone else's. But that fence would very likely have been repaired a lot sooner. So remember, A phone call vanishes the moment you hang up. An email doesn't. It sits there, it builds a timeline, and the timeline is exactly what gets a landlord to act, or to compensate you when they should have acted sooner. Ever since that fence, every single issue with my son's flat has been handled the same way. No phone calls, no portal messages, just an email every time. And it still works. That one email changed how I think about complaints altogether. These days, I help other tenants write theirs too, the same way, laid out plainly, sent to the right person with the evidence to back it up. It still comes down to the same thing. Get it in writing,